Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Always Be Upgrading. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer. And if you've been with me for quite some time, you know that this channel is all about my midlife reset. And one of the things that Paul and I did recently was move to a city. We moved from the suburbs back to a city. And honestly, it's been exciting, but also challenging. One of the big reasons was this new stage of life. Our kids are grown, with our youngest finishing his final year in college. So we're not quite empty nesters yet, but we're almost there. And to be honest, suburban life never really fit me. I was never really into that whole desperate housewives crowd or, the wine clubs and bunco groups. That's just not who I am. So we wanted a fresh start. And for the many reasons, we felt DC was right. The city is beautiful. For a capital, it still feels like a small city with little neighborhoods that form their own communities. It's also one of the cleanest cities that I've ever been to, second only to Singapore, in my opinion. Definitely much cleaner than my hometown, New York City. By the way, I will always say that I am a New Yorker because that's who I am. But here's the thing, starting over as an adult really isn't easy. Making friends when you're younger just happens. I mean, it happens through school, through your kids' activities, even just walking the dog. And speaking of dogs, we lost our last fur baby right shortly after we moved here. So we miss that connection of meeting other dog people, and you just meet people out on a walk. But Paul is not ready for that yet, so we will hold off on our next rescue. Also working from home for years, prior to the pandemic, it's definitely harder to build connections when you're just not around colleagues in person. Some of my closest relationships are still with old clients and customers, but you know what? They're all out of state. So when we moved here, we really didn't know anyone and just had to start over. So, it's hard to meet people. And so this is what we've been doing to meet people. So I joined our condo association, and that's actually been great to meet neighbors. And I even planned a few social events, partly selfishly because I wanted to connect, but also I wanted to help build this community. Another thing is we finally found a church within walking distance. Most of the congregation are young professionals and students. Occasionally, we see a few people in our age group, so we've also gotten together with them and also participated in several church community events, not only to give back to the community, but also to meet people. So living in this city, we also started to explore DC more intentionally. We've gone on several Smithsonian tours, which are amazing. And just recently, we did a mural street art tour in Noma, which was such a fun way to see a different side of the city and also to explore a new neighborhood. So that was something that we just recently did and really enjoyed. Another thing that we're doing, well, actually right now, Paul is doing, by the way, Paul always talks about everyone's need for their third place. So somewhere outside of home and work where you can build a community. And for him, that's the gym. And he's made some really wonderful friends there, and we've gotten together with them and their partners. So that's also a great way to meet people. So for me, I'm still trying to figure that part out. I joined a book club. The book club kind of fell apart, so I'm really not doing that anymore. And I'm also thinking about joining a local gym. And then from another video, my younger son recommended that I try pottery making. So I did that, and that was a really fun activity. It's quite a distance away from where we live, but that might be something that I want to continue exploring in the future. So this whole process has reminded me how hard it can be to make new friends as an adult, but also how important it really is. So I'd love to hear from you. What do you do to meet people? Do you have a third place that helps you feel connected? Drop your ideas in the comments because I'd really love to know. And again, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more conversations about upgrading in midlife, from travel and hobbies to navigating big life changes like this. Thank you so much, and I wish you a great day. Bye, everyone.